Your Majesty, Your Royal Highnesses, distinguished guests, trustees, family and friends, alumni, underclassmen, and most especially the great class of 2025. I am honored on behalf of the trustees, the faculty, and staff to welcome you to King's 16th commencement. Before I begin my remarks, I share special thanks to His Majesty King Abdullah for his unwavering commitment and steadfast belief in King's Academy, and who was called to Rome on the day of the senior trip to Wadi Rum. Yet he found the time to visit campus and spend that same amount of time with the seniors that he would have spent with them on the desert. A thank you to the members of the Board of Trustees who support the school in ways that few are aware. And thank you to the faculty and staff who have been there for the seniors for approximately 650 weekdays over 4 years, which does not take into account the boarding weekends. Thank you all. Class of 2025, over the past few weeks, I have found myself watching you more closely and perhaps more intently than you may have realized, searching for inspiration for these remarks. It was that step and repeat banner at your last day celebration, which incidentally was not your last day, that determined the themes. Friends, last episode, the one when they graduate. Together you composed a lot of King's Friends episodes during your 4 years. I've only been with you for 2 of those, yet I came to appreciate fully how much your friendships have meant to you. Together you learned that certain things had to be accepted whether you liked them or not, like dress code and arriving to class on time. Your COCO engagement was invariably more effective than some of you thought, and you had fun together. Exemption is not one of my favorite words. One of the best days of the year was the day you received your senior jackets right here on this lawn, and you wore them with a pride when it wasn't too hot out. You spent weekends together, you hung out in the houses together, you flooded the floor of the knee hall bathroom and made a slip and slide. You spent hours working out in the gym. Karam made at least 1 million baskets. Layan and Mohammed brought down the house with karaoke. You raised money for Gaza. You volunteered in the community. You organized iftars for the less fortunate. You formed a club so that you could help Margaret at the Animal Rescue Center. King's Fest was fantastic. You helped with clothing and food drives. Recently, you got up really early, or perhaps you stayed up really late. Day students made their way to campus with armfuls of delicious sweets and breakfast foods, and you watched the sunrise together. Your intense friendships were on display that beautiful morning. One of your last episodes was Wadi Rum, where I watched you enjoy each other's company immensely. Lace saying to me at 4 a.m. that you were simply causing maximum mayhem. Honestly, I did not see mayhem. I saw friends hanging out together, finishing each other's sentences because they knew each other so well, and reminiscing about the 4 years that had gone by in a maximum flash. You were never alone at King's. One attends a great school for the education they will receive, in part for self-knowledge, to learn about oneself. You attended King's to acquire good habits, to learn how to manage yourself so you could work autonomously and be ready for college and beyond. You acquired mental courage and learned how to think and how to think for yourselves, not what to think. Your constant interactions with adults outside of the classroom, those informal moments, were great learning experiences. And you were all exposed to a cohort of diverse and unique individuals. I have come to realize that formal education is one thing, but that important knowledge, I would say essential knowledge, comes from the people you encounter along the way. Think of the knowledge you acquired here because of your encounters with people from around the globe, from encounters with amazing teachers. That knowledge will stay with you forever, and it will inform much of what you do for the rest of your lives. Friendship is not listed on your transcripts. There isn't an AP friendship course. But the friendships you leave with today, and don't forget the friendships with the adults, are as important as the courses you took. The people you are sitting with right now are your friends. You shared a common, transformative experience. They are not followers on Instagram who leave you open. They are real friends. You have so many ways to stay in touch electronically, and you will come together again as a class at your reunions. You will be thrilled to see each other, and you may even see the sunrise. Remember Mr. Irving at the Mesa Nihal Wadi Rum? His Majesty's Deerfield Friend for Life? You have that too. You might even have a Dr. Bill who will come out of retirement to help a former student. Today, look at your friends with gratitude. Look at your teachers with gratitude. Tennessee Williams, playwright of Streetcar Named Desire and The Glass Menagerie, wrote, "Time doesn't take away from friendship, nor does separation. Your friendships will stand the test of time." At last, I have wended my way to the end. Your last King's Friends episode, the one when they graduate. I searched for more information and I found it in this year's Al-Majuna magazine, specifically in a haiku written by your classmate, Tala Al-Husseini. Caught with my hands, stillness after frantic flight, set free to the wind. The faculty of our distinguished English department may not agree with my interpretation, but here goes, Dr. Bill. In 17 syllables, the narrator captures the essence of your journey through King's. For 4 years, you have been in constant motion, studying, competing athletically, learning lines, creating art, leading Cayman and JMP, dodging mops, running clubs, mastering calculus and physics and computer science and AP biology, and navigating the complicated college process. That's the frantic flight. You're now here at commencement, not an end, but a new beginning, and in our hands one last time. And now comes the release, the letting go. You leave behind your beloved red chairs and daily schedules. You carry with you everything you have learned, everything that has shaped you, that you will now use to make the world a better and more just place, a shared future of peace and opportunity. Now you reign in the wild as a king's lion. You will lead with calm courage in this complicated and broken world because you are ready, and you will roar with kindness. Godspeed.